You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Suits After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Suits After Show.
1, 2, 3. Just work and go. Do it.
I feel like I'm taking an exercise
1,
class right
2,
now.
3, and whip it.
What?
2, 3, and whip
My
it.
My coordination's gone.
This is probably really exciting for the listeners.
Right, they can't see. By the way, we're whipping our shoulders back and forth. You guys know the song. Hey everyone, I'm your host Stacy Ike, and we're here for another episode of Suits. We're already on episode 6, Lit the Hell Up. This was one of my favorites. I mean, the title alone, you guys, right?
I was not one of my favorites.
No?
What?
Ooh, cannot wait to discuss. Let me introduce my lovely co-host. How you guys doing?
Oh, I'm great. I can't speak about you.
I am
hope
also
you're doing well.
I'm also doing very well.
Good. Hey guys, my name's Lauren Ebersol.
My name's Steve Kauffmann. Tiana's not with us. She sent me a text last night while the episode was happening that said, OMG, can't even.
I know. ...
And then
I know.
she's
I
just
can
not.
feel
That's how
it.
I felt. I remember last week I said that last week's episode I could not even eat my food because
Right.
I was just so focused in. This time I watched about half the episode, no joke, with my refrigerator door open. I was like, I need to eat something. I can't handle this. This is really bothering me.
This is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like all the all the cold's getting out.
I know.
If you're
We're
wondering what I had, it was just a popsicle. It was nothing exciting, but
I didn't actually have dinner. I just,
It did.
appeased
Well,
myself.
needed to eat
I watched it a bit
something.
late. Yeah.
That's awesome. This episode was amazing for me. So I would love to hear, especially you, Lauren, because you just said you weren't feeling it. So let's jump right
Yes.
into the hot steaminess that you guys all saw. Rachel and Logan. Go. Cannot wait.
Oh, we saw it coming.
We did.
And
We
we've
did.
talked about
predicted
this
it.
We
week
did.
after week that we
did.
saw it coming. It didn't make me any less angry when it happened.
Right.
Oh, really? You're just going to go over in
No-
the cab? Just show
Yeah.
up at
No
his
words.
door. Oops, like, I'm here to end this. No, don't kiss me. Stop. Like, come on, girl.
In the show, there were no words. It was just her with the card getting in a cab. And then while in the cab reading the letter, and then we flash back. And then we flash forward back to the letter. And I remember when she got into the cab, I was like, just don't go there. Just
Yeah.
don't go to his apartment.
Yep. See, my issue was
Sorry, I just had this vision of you on the couch. You're like, don't.
Just don't do it.
No, don't
No.
get in. You can save yourself. Like I specifically wrote down, why does Rachel always think someone's pursuing her? I love this girl. She's a hottie. Let's not get her wrong. But how many times has Rachel done this in the past? You know what I mean? Stop pursuing me. I'm in love. Or stop.
Yeah,
but
you're
she'll
like, get
go
over
there.
yourself.
Get over yourself. I don't appreciate how she went over there, demanding for all this, like, step back and stay away. When honestly, honey, you could have taken that cab straight to the office.
Oh, yeah.
No need. No need.
It's like reverse psychology that
Right,
she's almost
right.
doing. She's like, no, stop it. This is bad. Stop it.
I need you to understand
Yeah.
that this can't happen. He's like, so when are we doing this? You know?
It's like literally it's probably what, 8 a.m.?
Exactly.
She's there?
Goodness
Yeah.
gracious.
You could call him.
Yeah.
Text
Thank
him.
you. Email. You guys are professionals, but they broke that 2 episodes ago.
This episode just totally lowered my opinion of Rachel.
See, that's the thing. It's really hard for me to not like Rachel because of Mike, but everything was kind of, separate. You're right. They were all separate stories, so it was frustrating because even when Donna approached her, she just ruined everything. When she put her personal life in the deal, I was
Oh, we'll get there. We will get there.
We have to be there because anything to do with
Okay.
Rachel,
Oh, fair enough.
I'm here. I'm ready
Let's
for it.
just go for it.
I screamed at my TV. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, it was all going to be done. All going to be done. Why
talks too
on
much.
earth would you try? And it was just screwed up. Okay, first of all, you cheat on Mike. Okay, strike one.
Yeah, let's
Second
be
of all,
real, yeah.
You messed up his deal. She is the reason why none of this couldn't have gotten all patched up.
Yep. Really? She got Mike fired, if we think about it.
Yes.
Is
that a stretch?
That's a bit of a stretch.
All right. Well, I'm mad.
But no, but I do agree with you. But I also think that Mike was such an idiot because really, Mike, what part of that seemed like a good idea?
And why did you listen to Rachel when she's not the person who's been fighting for the case? You are. He knows what he could have lost, and he didn't. He was thinking. I mean, I just wonder what Rachel said to convince him. You know.
For any of those who don't know, this is when Rachel basically said to Mike, "You know what you should do to like get an extra punch into your deal? Make Harvey choose between you and Logan
Won't
because
show up a half hour
her
late to that
ulterior
meeting."
motive was she doesn't want Logan in the office, and she doesn't want this to come back up. And instead, she just totally
blew up everything.
That's not to say Mike didn't want to work with him either. And but she was correct.
In what?
She was correct in that Harvey would choose Mike.
That's not the thing, though. I think the issue is. Go ahead.
I didn't think in the real. Like, I honestly felt like that deal should have gone through. Like, everyone got what they wanted except for Logan losing his lawyer.
But his lawyer
could just drop him.
Also, his lawyer obviously doesn't care about him. Harvey, when has Harvey had Logan at the top of his totem? You know what I mean? So I think, honestly, I could see that because the truth is, Logan should have been ready to take his money and go.
The thing is that this should have been handled the next day.
Yeah.
The next week.
Yeah.
The next hour. Anything until after that deal was signed and finished and done and the money was where it was supposed to be. Instead, they stormed in there, or Mike stormed in there, acting like a child, and then both of their egos just totally went out at until everything just blew up. Thanks, Rachel. Thanks a lot, Rachel. I'm angry.
You did look cute in that episode, though. Girl, let's move on.
I appreciate Logan's restraint in that meeting, because every time I'm like, oh well, there's something. I'm thinking Logan will go, oh well, there's something you don't know.
But let's discuss.
Your girlfriend was at my apartment this morning.
So remember, kind of gentlemanly.
No, but let me remember why.
Just
the moment he told Rachel that the only reason I'm being a gentleman to you is because I want you. You lose the cards again. She's in a relationship. You're not supposed to be egging it on. And and I don't want to say it's going to work because that's unfair to Rachel, but it's unfair overall to say you're eventually going to come back to me. It's like, how about you not put me in that? You know what I mean? Because obviously she fell flat on her face, but I didn't I thought it was sexy how Logan did that, but I thought it was very wrong because him saying the only reason I'm keeping this from him is to get you, there's still an ulterior motive there too.
And not in the sense of I love you, I still love you.
I just want to get you back.
Keep you. It's like, no, because you're another bargaining chip in my world, and that's how I see everything.
And I want to win. I want to win it.
Love that.
I'm in it to win it.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Donna though? Because I love how do you feel about? So Donna tells Rachel, you can't say anything to Mike. You can't let him know.
I literally wrote down Donna ? Really?
Yeah.
Because it's not like Donna to say hide something, but I knew where she was coming from.
Exactly. I got what she was saying, but morally, I wasn't necessarily on the same page as her. But I loved when she stormed into that bathroom. And
Girl, bathroom. Can we discuss how many scenes are done in the bathroom?
So many.
No one's ever peeing or I don't understand. No. It's always washing of the hands. I'm like, somebody just touched their nose or something. Because what's going on? It's always in the bathroom.
Washing hands or looking yourself in the mirror.
It's crazy, It's
straightening up your tie. That's what the mirror is for.
Literally crazy. When I saw her storm to the bathroom, I'm like, all right, this is definitely the cheapest prop and the best prop. This is the most overused prop I've ever seen in my life. So, love that scene. But go ahead. What were you saying about what you think?
Well, first of all, because this just came to mind, women's bathroom. What's
up?
We saw
there were some comments.
We have one. Bathroom. We've been talking about.
There were some comments on YouTube.
That's awesome.
There are two bathrooms. Just letting you guys know.
We appreciate it because we were confused.
We were not sure.
We didn't know.
Yeah.
But she just storms on in there and is like, "Girl, what were you thinking?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Thank you, Donna. Thank you for someone."
I mean, if she didn't bring it up, nobody else has the boldness.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Donna knows what's up, and
Mike's going to.
And I love how Donna said. Or Rachel said, you told me not to say anything. And Donna said, I didn't tell you to put your personal life in work.
Yeah.
And Rachel's problem has always been that. She's always bringing up her. I said it last week when she just continues to egg on stuff that Mike does about The Office. When they strictly when has he come home and said, yes, there's been a few times that he's asked her things, but never the way she does. She just cannot get rid of, she can't separate business and pleasure.
She can't. And this episode highlighted it all the more for me, and listen, I'm all about strong women being lawyers, kicking butt, all of that, but I'm like, she should not be a lawyer. Or if she should be a lawyer, she shouldn't be one at Pearson Specter.
Very true.
Because I'm like, girl, you don't have the balls or the intensity,
but you have the baggage. She's got a lot of baggage. And it just, I really can't.
She's almost worse. No, she is worse than Lewis when it comes to this emotional stuff.
Wow.
And I'm just not buying it anymore.
I think they're the same. I think Lewis is just a better lawyer. Or a more seasoned lawyer.
More seasoned
like she's still in school.
Right. I'm like, she's literally, she's in school. She's not a lawyer yet. So we can't, slap her around. But I totally agree in terms of just like, if she ever did become a lawyer, working at Pearson Specter is a no.
Yes.
And, I feel like, I wonder what she learned out of this episode. I am really anxious for next episode, but we're not going to jump there too soon. But just in general, I feel like I was overly disappointed with Rachel this episode. I did see how hot Logan was, though. I did understand where you were coming from. Sorry,
he's
Steve.
So hot.
He was hot. When he did the whisper thing, I said, "All right, all right, Lauren, I got you, girl." What? Did you see? Did you see the chiseled?
I don't find men that attractive. It's just a thing. Like I'm literally like, yeah, that's a guy.
Good
he looks
stuff.
just like the other guy.
Okay, alrighty then.
There's no variance to me. Like. You have to have like an unfortunate face for me to notice it at all.
Well, in this episode, we saw plenty of men. So if we jump right into the case and talk about everybody who was involved and just the overall mush of what happened. Wow, Forsman is just as evil as Harvey said he is.
He is a slimy
He's a good, slimy son of a... yeah. Wow, he impressed me. I mean, what did you guys think? I mean, I was mad, but I was impressed.
That was everything I expected.
You're right, because, it was what we expected because we knew it was going to be something sneaky and slimy, but we didn't know exactly what it was going to be. So it was a good twist, and you're right. I was impressed.
I was just impressed.
But also disgusted all at the same time.
I was mad because at the end of the day, Mike took everything. Like, he got fired, he got the baggage, he got the slap, he got everything that was wrong, unfortunately. I don't know how that happened. It was started so good in the beginning of the episode. I thought he was, he had in the bag. But I just thought it was so funny how he thought he could offer Mike a job after that. In my head, I wrote down Mike gets job offers every, end of a season. Like, I thought it was the end of the season. I was like, oh my gosh, Mike, what are we doing? Are you going to be a,
Did you know that he was going to say no, or did you think for a second he might take it?
No, he had to say no.
The way more or less the way the scene was blocked. Yeah. That he had the paper in his hand, was like, I would never work for you. And then he unfolds in my mind, I'm like, he's going to unfold the envelope and see like $2 million.
That's what I thought. $2
million a year, and he's like, I hate you so much.
That's what I thought.
Because that would be prison for him. More where it's like, I will never see an amount that large ever again in my life.
I had that moment where I thought, wait, is this going to be such a good offer that he is actually going to take it? But I thought I was like 60% chance he's going to say no, 40% chance he's going to say yes.
Well, I was more 90-10 because I saw the letter and I saw the way it was given to him, and I thought, okay, these are definitely numbers. But just like the way that he was screwed by him, I feel like it's not the same way that if Harvey screwed Mike. You know what I mean? Because Harvey has some kind of heart or some kind of compassion we've learned to see, but this guy, no way. You know what I mean? He could screw Mike in a month. So I think Mike saw right through him and was thinking, okay, this isn't going to work. And he also thought that Sidwell and him were going to work out. He definitely didn't see himself getting fired. I don't think he saw that coming.
But I thought about this later. Why did Mike could have gone to Sidwell and have said, listen, dude, I want you to know I made this deal with this shady guy because you said I had to make the deal in order to stay on and all that stuff, and it seemed like the right thing to do. I don't want to fuck you over. So let's work together. I'm sorry I said a bad word. Let's work together and figure out a way to defeat this guy. Let's get Harvey to pay this. Let's figure out a way. Yeah. But instead, he just kept letting it.
And he had an opportunity to say that.
In the first 6 minutes.
Literally. Which, on the Rachel thing, best cold open they've ever had.
Yeah.
Because that was literally probably 4 minutes.
Yeah.
4 minutes and ends with her kissing him, and then boom, cold.
And then it did the song. I was like, whoa!
Oh God!
Totally agree. Totally agree.
But yeah, told him, okay, that your story with Harvey and the SEC checks out. That sounds like BS. Is there anything else you want to tell me? Now would be the time.
He could have just said it.
And that's the time.
I mean, and the thing
Hey,
is, at
the
that
reason I
time-
didn't take that deal that you took
Exactly.
was that he wanted to cut you out.
Exactly. And the thing is,
And
that was such a...
his hands would have been clean.
And he could have seemed like,
Perfect.
hey, dude, I was protecting you. You now took this deal. Sorry I didn't tell you before, but now let's figure out a way to beat this together.
And that
would've
would
still
have been
been
a
awkward and
time.
bad.
Yeah.
I don't think as awkward as we. I mean, obviously, see how it ended, but
Well,
I feel
yeah.
like that was the perfect time for him to, like you said, his hands to be clean and him to still be able to save his boss and save Gillis or the company. And I just was so disappointed. I'm like, Mike, he's become such an egghead to me. I just don't. Even with when he was dealing with Logan, he just got so egotistical, and I'm thinking, what's going on with the new Mike? I'm not feeling it.
yeah, it's a bit much.
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to be his own little Harvey.
Well, he's trying to be anti-Harvey. He's trying
Exactly. But
he's
in the
trying to care
process,
about people.
Right.
He got
being
into
Harvey.
investment banking and started to go in and try to not do all the corporate greed stuff, and then he keeps compromising to keep doing that, and like this was the worst case scenario for him, which was that company's probably going to get bought, dismantled,
Yep, and ruined.
ruined,
So-
and he lost his job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the Jessica and Jeff Malone type of, relationship that happened within the case?
We got very little of him today.
We did. But what we saw for me was
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah,
I was
very
I was
much.
I was trying to figure out what you guys would think about that.
When she asked him to go over his work with a fine-tooth comb, and he said, "No, I'm not every other lawyer here," because she said, "I would ask any lawyer who I need to go through it," and he said, "I was like, dude, that's not your place.
Yeah, take the
like,
personal
I get
out of
that
this."
you guys are doing it, but you're still under her supervision. She is your boss.
Right.
If she tells you to go through it again, go through it again."
Now, I'm not saying I disagree because I understand where you're coming from, but I was a little upset with Jessica because I thought that her approach, for someone that you are doing it with, was a little unnecessary. It's very harsh. She doesn't talk to Harvey that way.
Yeah, but
in
you know
most
what?
cases.
That's why she didn't want them working together.
Yeah,
in
Exactly.
the
That's why she
first
never
place.
wanted him
Because
there.
she definitely doesn't want to dumb herself down just because she's, sleeping with this guy.
course.
So I completely understand, but I guess I thought she'd have some kind of soft spot for him, and she's just not trying to do that.
Not when
Not-
she's in the office.
So
She's a
Team
bit of a
Jessica,
shark.
you're right. She
Yeah.
is good at standing her ground and definitely making sure that she's still the boss. So I was impressed, but I guess I was just kind of sad because I was hoping she
Yeah.
would soften up a little bit.
And I will say I don't love the way that she's been handling everything this
Right.
season.
Right.
Even her lunch with Lewis. It was just a little,
She's
little
just-
icky.
How she treated Lewis
Yeah.
and like.
And this is not the first time we've seen Jessica give Lewis an assignment.
Oh, yeah.
And it totally backfired in his face.
Completely.
Every time she, I don't know if she knows it's going to happen or what, because she
I don't
just,
think she cares.
that's the
I
thing.
think
She
that's-
wasn't there at the end of the episode to help him pick up the pieces. She just told you to do what you need to do. Doesn't matter how it affects Harvey or whatever. Even though she
Yeah.
did say wait to call him, she knew she was giving it to Lewis, a guy who knows he needs to prove himself every other day.
I think she thought he would have eventually dealt with Harvey. I don't think
You think so?
I don't think she thought he was going to do that. I think she thought she was going to have Lewis do the work like a high-ranking associate,
Right.
which is I think what he is in her eyes. Like a very high-ranking associate,
right.
not a partner, but he is a partner.
I mean,
And then-
I agree with your first point. I think she just didn't care that much
Yeah.
to me. So, I mean, what were you going to say?
I was going to say they're all top-ranking
I know,
lawyers.
right?
She shouldn't have to babysit them and be
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I want to give this to Lewis, but what if his feelings gets hurt, and what if he goes to Harvey, and this is going to become a whole thing, and they can't play in the sandbox together, and blah blah blah." Like this should not even be
Right.
a concern,
Right.
And I get that people are getting their feelings hurt,
But
and this is
Lewis, it's
crossing
not people.
deals.
It's
It
just
is,
Lewis.
Yeah.
Every
And Rachel.
episode. Yeah, but she.
Now Rachel.
I'm on a fence with her right now. Lewis and I, he's still in my pocket. He's still the guy that I root for at the end of the episode, you know? And so it's just, I am. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened. It was around season 2, and I started losing it. Anyway.
Well, I think that they've made him just so personable
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he's the comic relief. He's got these adorable little quirks.
Yes.
He's very goofy,
Gosh.
and they still keep him with he's a very talented lawyer. He's powerful. He's got all of that,
Right.
but they've made him a bit of
While
a
we're
teddy
talking
bear.
about Lewis,
Yes.
how long till him and Donna? Let's be real.
No, I hope it never
2
happens.
seasons. 2 seasons.
I
This
hope
time
it
next year.
never happens.
This time next year, we will be talking about that happening.
Don't
No.
write it in. Mm-mm,
I will
no.
guarantee it within a
No.
year.
Can we
feel
make?
like-
Let's make a bet right now.
Let's make a bet. What do we got?
$1.
$1.
$1.
Girl, I'm trying to have lunch money. Can we get at least?
$5.
Well,
all
I
right.
say, in a year, though?
How long's a foot long on Subway?
Inflation.
$5.
$5.
I can do $5.
Okay, $5.
So-
next
Hold
year.
me to
no,
this, internet.
No. Donna
Yes.
and Lewis, no.
Donna and
Maybe
Lewis will
she'll
happen.
give him, like, you know, in the movies with the guy who has the crush on the girl.
Right.
And then he does something really nice and she gives him, like, the kiss on the cheek and he's like, oh my gosh.
I see
No.
it. I
Maybe
see a
that,
kiss
but
happening. I see a little
nothing
lip
else.
lucking happening. I can see that, but I feel like she'll break it off.
They're meant for
now
each
I'm
other,
kind of
guys.
confused. Now I'm
Guys,
kind of
I
confused.
for each
want to
other.
know what you think.
Please,
Let us know. Do you think Donna and Lewis love? I
just-
can't even say it.
They
I'm
are
just
in
like,
love with
ew.
each other already.
No, they're
don't know.
not.
Yes, they are.
She just has a soft spot for him because he's like a little dog.
That-
He's like a little dog.
that's not
He's
even.
like the little
You
fat
guys,
puppy.
you guys hear what's going on here. Please make sure you tweet us. You know that we have our Twitter just ready for you. So make sure you tweet us and let us know what you guys think. And we have our Donna Quotes Twitter up.
Oh, yes.
Thanks to Steven.
At Donna_quotes.
Yes. So you guys make sure you use that hashtag.
She's
and
got a lot of good ones.
I
Oh,
know.
so many good ones.
I was like scrolling through. I'm like at 32. It's nuts. I can't. Anyway, Donna, be my friend. With that said, I hope it never happens, but I'm gonna leave the $5 on the table and just see what happens.
I'm
Let's
gonna
do
be
it.
$5 richer in a year.
Girl, I hope you're more than that. But anyway,
I will make $5 in the whole year.
you know what I
That's
mean? So, do you guys want to talk about Sidwell a little bit? I want to, from the beginning to the end of this episode, what did you think about? I mean, I agreed with his end result, but what did you guys think from the beginning to the end about his actions, kind of how he was involved with the case? Was he right for trusting Mike the whole time and then getting, I don't know. What do y'all think?
I don't think he was very invested. I think he wanted his money, and every time he found out something that Mike did that he didn't like, he berated him, and then every time Mike did something he liked, he was like, I'll give you a medal.
I'll give you a trophy.
Otherwise, he just like, I don't know, I got the impression he just like hangs out in his office and drinks coffee with his feet up and just chills
You
out.
think so?
I don't know.
Well,
He just didn't.
There has to be like 5
seem
other
that
cases
invested.
happening in all of these people's
But
lives.
but he just does not. He never seemed very invested, aside from wanting his money.
And aside from realizing he didn't get it, he isn't going to get his money.
Right,
He's getting
right.
cut out. He's getting cut out of that deal. Honestly, I think he's been correct this entire episode.
In terms of just how
Like,
he
it
handled
even
it?
gave him a chance, just knowing how Mike has been rogue this whole season. He gave him an opportunity of like, is there anything else I should know? You've been
So-
playing pretty close to the belt this whole time,
Okay.
and I appreciate it.
I can take that. So riddle me this. I can't believe I just said that. Let's move on.
That's cute. I liked it.
Thank you, girl. So riddle me this. Would you say that John Sidwell would have been the same boss as Harvey if he knew about Mike's secret?
No.
No, why?
I think he would have been uncaring.
Really? You think he would have
think-
handled Mike the same way?
I think maybe knowing Mike's brilliance, he would have wanted that for himself, so would have been okay with it. But the second Mike did something like this,
it's the
he
work.
would have outed him.
Turned
He
him
wouldn't
out.
have had that compassion and love and adoration.
Well, because
that
he was already.
Harvey and Mike have
The
for
reason
each
he
other.
got the job was because he was impressed, just in general, with who Mike is and how Mike is as a professional. As a professional, he could just figure out financial stuff. I think he'd be more impressed. He'd be more impressed with Mike and probably will expect even more of him.
I like that,
And
but
then
I
would
guess
have tear him apart
Right.
at the end of this
He
episode.
would have used it as a weapon, I think.
that's the thing. I think I'm closer to Lauren on this because I don't think that Jonathan Sidwell is a bad boss in any way, but I think that obviously the compassion that Harvey still has for Mike after everything, the way he just chose, he said, Mike's my guy. Did y'all hear that? I was thinking, this is nuts. Stop fighting and be BFFs again. This is great.
Yep.
This is what I want. So I just feel like Jonathan would have never gone to the lens. You know what I mean?
No,
like Harvey
not at
could
all.
still out, you know, and so I thought about that during the dynamic. When he got fired, I was thinking, wow, what if this whole thing was different? You know, I just wonder how it could have gone. And I also was thinking a little bit about how, I'm trying to say, Logan, you know, brought up his issues in the meeting and continued to, you know, I don't know, I guess I just was a little bit shocked by how he acted because like you said earlier, he was a little bit gentlemanly. But
yeah, but I think he still has a fairly big ego, and Mike attacked that, and the second he attacked it, he attacked back, and that was that. Can we talk a bit about Lewis and his mugs?
yes.
I want one.
Yes, I want one
love
so
them.
bad.
I have to say, I have a thing with mugs. If they are small, I don't want anything. I like big mugs, and those look like they were a really good sized
Huge,
mug.
right.
I kind of want to.
Right.
How many AfterBuzz TV mugs have you stolen? So none?
7? No.
I'm like, oh my God, look at Steven. He's like, I have to put I'm counting them
Steven, our
tonight.
producer's giving me like such a dirty look right now.
They already count them up
These are
pretty
the
heavily.
These are the coolest mugs
yeah.
ever, though. You guys. I mean, there's real water in here and everything.
Oh,
They are. They're yellow. I
You guys
love
have
the
water?
color yellow. Is your cup empty?
they told me to pretend. No, I drank all my water.
That's nuts. Okay, can we talk about how Lewis forced him to sign how he had his journal of hate for Harvey?
For Harvey.
Oh, that's real
Discussion,
hate.
please.
Well, because Harvey comes at him and confronts him again and says, "Dude, stop screwing everything
Exactly,
up."
exactly.
And Lewis at this time he's breaking and he's mad. So out comes this journal of all of his hatred towards Harvey for years and years back. He read an entry from 2009.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised that he had the journal. But that was a good play on his part
It was.
to go to
It was.
force
Just
it.
find something that's real.
Yeah.
The thing that why is it's so real yet he still is in desperate need for Harvey's approval.
Because he wants to be Harvey.
Because he's a little puppy dog.
It
He's
was
his own
so
person.
sad.
But deep down inside, that's who he wants to be. There's who he is, which is also an amazing person, and a great lawyer. But he wants to be Harvey.
Gosh,
Which
I was.
we all can't be Harvey.
You know, there can only be one Harvey, and like possibly a Mike. But that's it.
Someone has to run all the associates and make the mugs.
But like Lewis talks to his cat, you know. Lewis just wants friends, and he considers Harvey to be his best friend.
I know.
Obviously, Harvey does not really reciprocate
That
those
is so
feelings.
sad.
But he sees him in that light, and that's really not going away.
That is so sad because no, but let's really discuss how many times does the best friend yell at you? 6 times in one episode. I mean, let's be real.
That is his best friend. That is his best friend because all his life is work.
Yeah.
And then very specific hobbies.
Yeah.
Yes, very specific.
Some of which we haven't seen yet. I'm pretty sure he'll break another.
Honestly,
he's probably into cricket. I'm gonna guess it.
He's
probably into cricket.
See that.
That is, the uniform and everything, yeah. Or
hope you
like
could explain it
badminton
to
or
me.
something. Like, oh yeah, I could see that. And I think the only person who respects and cares for his random hobbies is Katrina, who randomly showed up this episode.
Did. She was back.
I wrote that down.
I thought of you when she came on screen.
Where's she been?
Yeah,
I feel like she's been on vacation or
She's
something.
been working. Just
Oh,
not
and
on,
where?
not on those cases.
She literally, she said, "Where you been?" I was like, "Katrina." I'm like, love the pencil skirt, love the hair.
you
Where'd
were
you go,
fired.
girl? She looked
Yeah,
great.
really.
She looked. What was that library that?
Was it? Yeah, it didn't look like
must have
the
I feel like I had
normal
not seen that set before.
new set. Like it. I'm used to the downstairs, the copy room and that kind of thing. So I was like, oh, is this Lewis's private?
Well, now she's Lewis's associate, so she deals in like the better library.
True. True.
Because you never saw Mike in that room that Rachel's in.
That's true.
Like I think when you're the higher of an associate you are to the
better the
partner,
library.
the better the library and the better
How
the
many
stuff you're pulling.
libraries are there?
this is
probably a lot.
Pearson Specter. I can see there being a lot.
Probably a whole lot.
Oh yeah. Do you guys have anything else about the episode that really enraged you, made you excited?
Well,
or?
let's talk about again with Lewis. So he gets his deal going. He gets what he wants, but then it goes sour really quickly because Forsyth, being the shady guy he is, asks him to filter the money through illegal accounts. And we end the show seeing Lewis really being torn up about it. And that's totally, but then
And
here we go back
accepting
to
to do
Harvey.
it.
He's accepting it. It's totally something that Lewis would say, no, this is illegal. I don't play this way. But because it would make Harvey so mad if he knew that Lewis had screwed up another deal, he's
still
going
let it
ahead with
go.
it. That's how much Harvey's approval means to Lewis.
But the thing is, let's say he decided to tell him the truth. Would Harvey be so upset? He did everything he could.
Yeah, he'd be angry. He'd be angry, but in the long run, it would be better.
It's so gonna come back up.
Harvey gets angry at Mike. Like, that happens. But, like, I don't know. I think he just doesn't know when to ask for help.
I know, and he doesn't know the right people. You know, I mean, I'm not. Katrina's cool, but
Well, and I think it was said well. However, it happens anytime he seems to take something on himself. It never goes well.
Well, you brought
like
up
the majority of the
something-
time, that's not necessarily his fault, but he took it upon himself.
Yeah, but that's a good point about him taking it on himself, because he feels all the time like he needs to prove something, and he's going to show them that he's important. He's going to show them that no one messes with Louis Litt, and every time he does it, then people end up messing with Louis Litt
because no one's in his corner. He has no one in his corner. You know what I mean? It's
he
weird.
doesn't have the allies.
Except for his girlfriend Donna.
Oh my god!
I had one more.
I said that out loud.
That's
I
happening,
can't
guys.
believe that.
It's not happening.
I'm scared because what if it does?
It's happening, guys.
Yeah, I've definitely rejected a couple other things in this series,
burn in the
and
show.
things have happened. So, I mean, I just think it is really sad because, like you said, like we discussed, there's no one in Lewis's corner. There's no one that can defend him. But I mean, Katrina is like a possibility, but like I said,
She's an associate.
if she walks up to Jessica, you know, Lewis is right, girl, you fired. You know, like,
she is going to eat you alive.
exactly. So
Your
I just
pretty
think,
blonde hair.
But
I think it's unfortunate.
But I think he at least understands that, and that's why he's doing this one thing.
Yeah, I
because this
guess.
one thing to
Is gonna
make this
turn out-
one deal is going to have everyone regard him alongside Harvey.
yeah, it won't work out in the future.
But I see it blowing
It's
up.
Lewis. It'll blow up. Season 6, we'll come back to it. Because remember how many things have come up and Logan was how long ago? And now we're dealing with that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
speaking of that, I just have to say, it's 2014. Face-to-face communication is extinct. Am I right? She could have texted him. I'm still not over that. I just realized how mad I am
Oh my
again.
gosh, I know. Well, because she went there for a
Am I right?
purpose. She wanted it.
Oh my gosh.
You guys know my theory. I saw her get into a cab and went, no.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I
No.
did the same thing. I was like,
Don't do
stop
it.
8 a.m., girl.
Stop it.
8
Stop
a.m.
it. I know. What
I didn't even know what
you're
time it was. It was just like, unless you go into the office, you should not be in that cab.
Oh, and even she just the looks on her face.
It was all sexy and whatnot. I'm like, let's jump into predictions. And the buzzing.
And now, your AfterBuzz
It's a
TV.
good one for predictions.
Woo! Alrighty, people.
Well, I made a pretty big one,
Yes, you did.
but
Yes,
that's a
you did.
long-term one. We're talking
So
short-term.
super-
Okay, let's talk next episode and maybe the episode after that.
Well, I think Mike Ross needs a job, probably.
Yeah.
Well, not before he has a nice little run of binge drinking.
yes. And probably smoking pot again.
Probably smoking pot. Maybe.
or you
Do you
know
think he's going to sell any?
No.
He's-
Boy,
don't?
you should have some money saved up by now. You've had
He's had
several
a lot
good
of money.
jobs.
He's-
That's fair, but it seems like a bad news bears idea. Right? Like
I just hope.
he never liked selling it.
Yeah, he just did that for
And he's
his-
not going to He's not going to
I
take the
just hope
bar
they
for
don't bring
anybody.
Trevor back.
No, he's out.
I can't.
Wow.
can't
Where
do
is
any more
Trevor?
Trevor.
Yeah, it
He's
was.
not coming back.
What about the ex-girlfriend? I don't want to talk about that.
Let's-
I'm like, I don't want to go.
Unless
there.
they
off
come
the
back.
table.
And,
Well, Rachel and Mike are gonna be done.
yeah.
She screwed up too many things. I mean, they'll eventually get back together in a
Yeah.
later season, but
Right.
she screwed it up.
It sucks that they live
mainly because
together.
of that deal.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Hardman was
Logan
it?
thing, yeah, but
Is
the
it-
They
What was
got
her
it was
part?
the
They
one
bought
he
it-
bought for his grandmother.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
So she got to go.
she got
that's his
She got to
apartment.
go.
yeah.
That's terrible.
So Rachel's gonna move.
Yep.
Mike's gonna find another job. But
Yep.
you're predicting he's gonna have a spiral.
I think.
Oh yeah,
Pearson,
yeah.
have 2 weeks?
Definitely next episode. He's gonna be drinking and getting sloppy.
He'll be back in
and
his
getting
hoodie again.
angry. Yeah, back in the hoodie, like no suits.
Right.
And what I'm curious about is whether or not he ends up back at the law firm.
I think that by the end of next episode, or at least, you know, the end of the season or whatever, Harvey's going to invite him back. He's going to watch the spiraling process, maybe be a friend a little bit, but I feel like at the end of that all, he'll come back because they had to fire him for something. This case went, I feel like the writers weren't even sure where it was going at first, you know what I mean? Because I feel like when they started it, I read some articles that he didn't really want there to be like a love interest as the main focus, so he created a couple other things, which was successful. And so I think they had to eventually bring them back. So this was a really cool way to make us see it in a way that was believable. You know, because we definitely talked about that in the first couple of episodes where they could have just said, oh, I want you back, and he went back. But there was a whole case behind it. So I feel like the firing was real, and now it's time for him to go back.
I feel like he's never gonna seek a job there.
They're gonna come after him?
They might need him.
Yeah. Well, I wonder
Or
too.
they might be concerned for him.
I think they're concerned.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, the
here's
hoodie is
thing
concerning.
is that, yeah, we're concerned about the hoodie. Here's the thing, that this season, what I thought was so beautifully done was that they really committed to him no longer working there and having this investment banking job, and they really committed to that and delved into this great storyline. Now, if he goes back to the law firm, what do they do that makes it different from before?
True. I mean,
because you're not going to want to just go back into the same old groove, because then it's like, oh, okay, yes, this suits we know and love, but after that
We've seen
season,
so
nothing
much.
really interesting has
True.
happened. So I'm
True.
curious what they do with that.
I like that because I'm thinking, I mean, where's Mike going to work? I mean, it's not a car wash, probably not a hoodie store. I mean, I'm thinking, like, really, where is he going to work? I mean, I'm just saying, what else? I mean, dude has
Just
no
a
real
store with
degree.
hoodies.
So
Yeah.
we've got to figure this out. He has no law degree. So, I mean,
Well, but that he has a provable law degree.
oh, that's true.
That
yeah, that's true.
I was considering the idea that he could go to a rival law firm.
Yeah.
I feel like
Because
that's
he's been at
crazy idea.
He's been at Pearson Specter.
People won't. Yeah.
Well, want
Like
him.
most of the major players already know his name as Mike Ross, Harvey Specter's associate.
I could see that
That he
happening.
could go to another law firm, which would make it. Which then again, it would take us 2 weeks. We'd have that break,
Right.
And then when we come back, he'd have to be on a case opposite Harvey again.
I hate when they fight.
Well, what do we
It's
think
stressful.
about the SEC and this Neil
I hate
McDonough
them.
stuff?
I feel
Definitely hate them.
that feels unresolved. That whatever that is, that's what's going to bring him
back to
the law firm or away from the law firm.
I love actually. I love that because it makes sense because I don't understand. They're pressing so hard on it.
Yeah.
And it's not going away. It's one of those cases that kind of gets drawn out, but like it deals with every single character. So I like that a lot. And actually, that's cool. I really, of course, we all really know what you guys think. You got to make sure you tweet us throughout the week. And,
yes.
you know, next episode is going to be great. Where can they find you guys on social media?
You can find me on all of them at The Fancy Hippie.
You can find me at Steve Kauffmann. That's Kaufmann.
You can find me at One Take Stace on Twitter and Instagram. And make sure you tweet me throughout the week because I'll definitely have some stuff for you guys. We will see you next week.
Woo.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.